Joey just looks intense.
Welcome to Tabletop Bob, and welcome to Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. I love seeing the dancing.
It's a milestone, episode 51.
Is that a milestone? 51?
Probably not.
We might need to help you define milestone.
But if we make it 18 more episodes.
Only 18 more to go.
Only 18 more.
Let's dilly-dally, guys.
We're going to take another long rest.
Yes. That's what we do best. You
guys want to do downtime and we could role play it out?
Each day we role play.
Can we walk back to town, sell some stuff, come back?
You could. You could just have to go back through the caves of hunger.
That sounds awful.
That sounds fantastic.
I wish one of us had that spell where we could create a teleportation circle.
Oh,
you know what we
need? We need that thing where the druids have, where you can teleport through trees. Because we're in a freaking forest.
That's true. We are in a forest. Well, it's an arboretum.
It's just a forest indoors, isn't it?
By the way, there's
indoor forest.
Yeah, it's an indoor
arboretum
forest.
Is a planted forest.
Yeah, there's no
it's
good
like a garden of trees.
In Star Trek, nothing good happened in the arboretum. It was always something horrific happened there.
The monster.
Yeah. Well, everyone, that's basically the recap of last session.
Star Trek, you freaking nerds.
Trees.
Star Trek.
Electric Quidditch.
Mm-hmm.
And the Tomb Tapper, that was pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, it was
my
gross.
mace.
Use my language.
Took my mace, Lightbringer.
Already throwing out the F-bombs.
It did.
Yeah, you gotta wait at least 5 minutes, otherwise YouTube doesn't like that.
Actually, that's true. You have to bleep that out.
It's okay. We'll get it in post. We do it live here at Tabletop Bob. We do it live, unless it's Supernatural 20's finale, which was not live, although we did live premiere it. It was a recorded episode of our last episode of season 1. Did you all get the chance to see it?
I watched a majority of it.
I was there for the whole thing.
I'm watching it one by one. I haven't got to I'll watch the last one in
Have you watched Mizul's Mysterious Mansion yet?
I've got 1 hour left.
Oh, okay. That takes a turn the last hour.
Yeah, that's a cool hour.
They're just fighting blob. What do you call them? Oozes. There's lots and lots
spoil.
of oozes.
No spoilers here. No spoilers, Andrew. I also think you have the wrong episode in mind, but that's okay.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good.
He's talking about
I think it's the Hill House, right? I'm watching Hill House.
He's talking about the Why You Should Run Oozes episode of...
Oh, that my monster focus video. Yeah.
Oh, he's an hour into the 7-minute video.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Well, actually, I'm going to put the cam on so that you can all see these beautiful previews.
Oh,
most of the time I forget. So here we go. But you can check out the finale of Supernatural 20 Season 1, which is Ravenloft. And that is on YouTube. It's all up already. It is a long episode. It's 6 hours plus, but it's worth the wait. I think it's a long episode, but it doesn't feel like 6 episodes. In fact, as I was watching it back in the live premiere, I actually thought that it was pretty quick. There's also a epilogue at the end to stay and watch. That was pretty fun to make afterwards. All right. And one last thing, update for those of us who are Keep on the Borderlands fans. This week's episode of Keep on the Borderlands is getting moved up to Wednesday. That's tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 8:30-ish. As you know, we normally run things here. But that's going to be tomorrow because I didn't realize I had conferences on Thursday, so we had to make a quick little switch, but luckily everyone's to accommodate, and we're going to be playing tomorrow, Keep on the Borderlands. And then, that's all the updates I have. Everybody else, how you feeling?
Feeling good.
All right.
I'm feeling well rested.
Yes, we did just take a long rest. So to recap real quick, we did take a long rest in the Arboretum. You fought the Tomb Tapper, which was kind of scary. That took a lot of hit points away from most of you. You also were able to explore a bit In the area, you found the Quidditch field, which you played Chain Lightning. And I think, that was basically where we ended. You ended at the Arboretum. You also know that you need to find, or at least there might be, 8 steps to a ritual to get into the center tower. Professor Scant said that, there might be, in these very important towers, mages' towers, there might be some sort of code to get in, especially in some sort of an emergency situation, that this would have been activated. So you would definitely need to be able to get into the center with some sort of ritual. And what it said on the first spire was the Arcane Octad. That was actually the title of our last episode. So you're looking around for that. And the second part said that there was you had to craft the first part said you had to craft a wand from the Nether Oak. That's what led you to the Arboretum.
Sorry. It's an emergency situation, so you've got to do these 8 very specific, strange things across the city to gain access.
It's okay. Edmund may not understand fully yet, but maybe you'll see when you get to see the rest of them.
Okay.
So, yeah, you might figure it out later.
There might be 8 wizards. Each had to do one thing. That's my theory.
That's a good prediction. That's a good prediction.
That's like
let's jump into the game.
Like the nuclear code, you need more than one person.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. You need 2 keys, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're just far enough apart. You need 2 people to turn them. Yeah, something like that. We'll see.
So,
let's introduce the characters here. Let's go to Joey.
yeah, I'm playing Rogal, Dragonborn Paladin. Currently well rested. Trying to find his way in the world. Trying to help Velen turn back to normal if he can find her. And just doing his thing, vibing.
That he is. And one thing to also note is that the new book from Wizards of the Coast came out, Fizban's Treasury of Dragons. Joey and I had a conversation about this the other day, and we are going to be changing his Dragonborn race to the updated rules from Fizban. So, Joey, do you want to tell the folks at home what the changes are to Rogal's stats?
Yeah, so basically I can use the Dragon's Breath. Was it 1 plus my Constitution modifier?
Oh, no, it was your proficiency.
Oh, proficiency bonus.
That many times per day, correct.
Yeah, per long rest, in between long rests. And for some reason they switched the lines with cones and cones with lines. So now I shoot, instead of a cone, a line. But it's like twice the distance. And for the most part, it's the same stats.
I think the big one is that it doesn't take your action now.
Yes, like it just takes an attack, not an attack action. So I can
so you could use your first attack to attack and your second attack to Dragon's Breath?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Cool.
This is pretty good. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's a nice little change.
Yeah, because you never really use the Dragon's Breath.
Yeah, I use it for role-playing purposes, mostly.
Yeah, it's cool for role-playing.
Now it might be cool for damage playing.
Damage.
Actually, heard something.
But it actually, I think it does less damage at lower levels and more damage at higher levels, which is interesting.
So, yeah, it's 2d10 right now?
Mm-hmm.
Right, 2d10 damage, which is, it would normally have been 3d6, right now?
Yeah.
So, I guess you could say that it's got a better top end, but yeah, maybe at the first level or the first range of it, 1 through 5, and even up to whatever it is, 11, is maybe a moot point for damage, but it's definitely, now it's a line instead of a cone, which could be, in theory, I think, a little better.
A little better, a little worse.
It depends. It is situational.
Depends.
All right, so that's Rogal. Let's jump over to Stefano.
Hey guys, I am playing Julius Valerian, your blade-singing Nothic elf. I mean, Eladrin elf. Wizard. And going through some tough times. But at least I got a rest. I was pretty depleted on resources.
Mm-hmm.
So feeling good right now until the DM tells me otherwise.
And can you tell everybody what you did at the end of your rest?
What did I do at the end of my rest?
The best thing ever.
You told me to remind you that you might forget.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
I recast Muffin.
He's back!
Muffin is back in
the
business.
Muffin Man.
Nice.
Unfortunately, resource-wise, I can only cast Muffin one more time, so hopefully Muffin doesn't just die 5 minutes into the episode. And I also recast Comprehend Languages, but I have a question about that has to do with the rest as well. But we can finish the introductions first.
Great. Andrew?
Hi, I am Elias Dawnstrider, Clerical Offender. I'm calm in this Arboretum. I love growing things, living things, rebirth, so it's great here. I like it a lot. And I'm very sad because Lightbringer, which is my magic mace I've had for years and years, ever since I was a young cleric, was taken by the Tomb Tapper, and I'm never probably going to see it again, which is pretty sad.
We'll see if you ever encounter that Tomb Tapper again. I don't know, maybe. And we go to CJ.
Greetings, friends. I am Edmund Brycene, friend to elf and man and all the people of the 10 towns, here in Ythryn to help find the thing that's going to end the endless winter. The sun thing in the middle, the mithril the mithril armor, the mithalar, that will help us solve the problems of all of the people in the 10 towns and help us end the endless winter and end what's her name? Oriel's terror on the people, and find Avarice and stop her as well from taking this thing and using it for whatever nefarious thing she's trying to do.
There's just so many people that you dislike.
And yes. But
good.
That's
healthy.
As long as Julius doesn't turn into a Nothic before Avarice shows up. What if we find Avarice and then that's exactly when Julius transforms into a Nothic.
Tragic.
What if I turn into a Nothic and run into the woods and find 2 Nothics, and one of them is Avarice and one of them is Velen?
Oh.
And then we create a pact to kill the 3 Musketeers.
Then the 3 Musketeers will have to kill you.
Oh no.
Well, those are some interesting predictions. Let's see if any of them come true in tonight's episode. Here we go.
Like my wife. That's a nice wish.
That's nice.
So as I wake up in this Arboretum, I say my morning prayers as usual, and I cast Death Ward on myself. Because it saved my life last time.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. Death Ward did save you last time. The Tomb Tapper would have crit you, and you probably would have bled out on that horrible first roll.
Box thing would have killed me with its lightning axe.
Right. Oh, the Arcanoloth, Scriven Scry. Yep. Who is somewhere in the city.
Gonna get him.
Around.
Not sure where. All right, so you're taking the rest in the Arboretum, and I think I mentioned this last time, how the Arboretum is a very serene, a very calming place. There is definitely a unnatural magic to this, though, because obviously there's no way a Arboretum like this would really be functioning. There is even occasional bouts of rain. The vapor that's released from the sides around the dome of the Arboretum condense and then pour out. So you get a nice little drizzle here and there, and the trees are all happy with the amount of rainfall and sun that they're getting, artificial sun from the illusory sky above you. And then somewhere around the halfway mark of your rest, Julius, I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw. In fact, everyone, I apologize. You all need to give me a Constitution saving throw.
They're all near me, right?
Wonderful.
I would say since you're in a rest. Oh no! I'm sorry. No, Joey's ability does not apply to you here, even though you're within 10 of him.
Do I have to take a Constitution saving throw?
So Joey, I would say you get it. You get your own aura, but everybody else is not going to get it.
Okay.
Damn.
I'm scared.
Oh no.
23. All right.
I'm gonna use my blessing.
I got a crit.
You wake
right
up
now.
and use the blessing immediately.
Yeah. Boom.
This is actually halfway through the rest, and it's not the new dawn. So you would not get it yet.
You're
Ah.
asleep.
All right.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I rolled a 13.
A 13 with your bonuses.
My bonuses.
Okay. What else did we get?
15.
I got
23.
23.
Okay. So after the halfway point of the rest, Joey, Rogal starts to feel a little sick to his stomach.
Oh no.
Like the rest really hasn't. I mean, rest wise, you're gonna get your spells back and things like that, but you start to feel a little sweaty, a little queasy. You feel your head. You might be getting a little bit of a touch of a fever.
Oh, no.
You also feel like it's very hard to trust some of these people, especially Edmund. He's always been at your throat. He's always been oppositional to you. It's very hard to trust him right now.
Yeah.
Not that you hate him or dislike him anyway, just you feel like Edmund's always complaining about you trying to do the right thing. You're wondering, is he really here to do the right thing?
Yeah. Yeah. What's he up to? The hell is he up to?
Would I have the wherewithal to see Rogal and just be like, this place doing something to you too?
Yeah, I think
Have
so.
I done
You'd probably see
anything
him.
to do so?
I think he'd probably see that you look ill. You look a little, yeah,
Little off?
a little off, yeah. Sweaty. Maybe grabbing your stomach from time to time.
Hmm.
Dragonborn sweat?
That's a good question. I have no idea.
Any chance I'm sweating less because of that crit? Just kidding.
I don't think lizards sweat.
Then you probably wouldn't sweat then.
Yeah.
But you look a little beside yourself. However dragon lords look when they are sick, have a cold or fever.
He's already pretty cold.
Looks a little
They
under the
know
weather.
what that looks like. Like,
You look a little under the weather. And not because there's illusory weather above you.
okay. Get the pun.
Good. All right, so at the end of the long rest, you're nearing the final hour or so.
Wait, before something happens, I have a question.
Yeah.
Is Netherese a written language?
Mm-hmm. It's called Laros.
So I've got these books. I have Magical Wonders, which apparently had all these devices and blueprints. Mysteries of the Feyrim, Wizards in the Hollow, Unfettered Mind, which apparently had a lot of brains in jars, and Agamar's Guide to the Fantastic.
Yep, from the Lost Spire.
So I'm wondering if I could spend all 8 hours of that rest just flipping through these books to see if I could glean or see anything that would give us hints about what we're trying to do in this city.
It is
You wouldn't be able
possible,
to sleep.
however, if I'm not
He only
mistaken,
needs to-
if I'm not mistaken, Velen took some of the books, right?
I took them from her when she was frozen by the squid thing.
I've actually
Oh,
got Wizards
right,
in the
right, right.
Hollow. I can give it to you.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, but I can give it to you.
Okay.
So if you'd like to read from the books, you can. However, part of the rest has to be actually preparing your spells, things like that. So I wouldn't say the entirety of the 8 hours could be.
So I guess
that, but-
4 hours I have to be in the trance state.
Mhm.
And then, I don't know if I could concentrate on casting Muffin and read at the same time.
Muffin takes what, like 10 minutes? It's like a 10-minute
No, it's a 70-minute ritual. So
But
essentially, I'm getting a good 3 hours of flipping through books. And again, I know these are big books, so I'm just kind of I'm just looking to try to find something relevant.
Yeah, I think so. I think you find some pieces of information about Ythryn lore, the items, things like that. I definitely think you can.
Okay.
So why don't you do this? For every hour of reading, give me a D20 roll.
All right. So am I going to get 3 because we're saying that I was spending too much time trying to cast Muffin on the 4th hour?
I'm just gonna say, yeah, 3 seems fair.
All right, so I'm just gonna roll 3
Mhm.
in a row.
Yeah, just give me 3d20, yeah. Okay. You know that reading from one of these mighty tomes, that Ythryn was governed by a group of 8 arcanists known as the Wizards of the Ebon Star.
Huh.
They're
8.
correct. 8 arcanists known as the Ebon Star. Their names and faces are immortalized in their city's museum. You might have read a brief history of these wizards, knowing maybe just a bit about their society, their governing body. That's it. I don't have the names on like a list right here, but as you go to places, if they become available, I will say you have read about them in the book.
Okay.
Okay. You also find out that every wizard in Ythryn was obliged to carve their own wand from the nether oak at the heart of the Arboretum. And you rolled a 16.
Yeah.
One of the books there talks about a very old ruined city named not Astoria, Astoria. Nothing to do with New York City.
Can you say that one more time?
There's a old ruined city called Astoria. Maybe it's Ostoria. I don't know. Ostoria.
Okay. In Ythryn?
No, it is not. It is not part of the Netherese. It's perhaps even older, 40,000 years ago. They
so
had a
okay.
ruling empire of spellcasters and spellcasting giants. And the wizards of Ythryn were very keen on finding relics from this empire.
So it's 40k years ago.
That's correct.
That's an interesting number.
The Wizards of Ythryn were interested in the relics from this ruined
Yep.
city? Is
Yep,
that what you're saying?
Astoria. 40,000-year-old empire of spellcasting giants. And so flipping through your books, reading, maybe a couple dozen pages at a time, you found those are the takeaways that you got from your reading.
Yeah, that would make sense. You said they were pretty thick books, and
They're
I know, like,
dense, yeah.
Yeah, and because there was a period of time we were away from Velen, and that's when you said she was taking time to actually read the books.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
time
just
in between.
I'm flipping through them in 3 hours, just trying to find relevant things.
Yeah, she had them for weeks, so
Yeah.
she kind of took time to read more, but
Yeah.
But yeah, that's important information. And if you were to read more during another rest, let me know and we can get more info.
Okay.
All right. So now at the end of the rest, towards that last hour, you start to hear the sounds of can only be described as combat. Shouting, fighting. You're too far away and the Arboretum's too enclosed for you to get any sort of hint of words or what might be said. Just the sound of combat in the distance, echoing through the halls, the streets of the city. And then after a brief moment, the combat stops. Maybe about 18 to 24 seconds. and then it's silent in the streets again. Maybe Edmund will go to the edge of the Arboretum to kind of listen, but by the time you even get the idea to do that, the fighting seems to have ceased.
Rogal ran ahead. Sounded like.
I'm stealthing ahead to try to get a look at what was going on.
I'm hoping
Well,
someone's
this
killing
is-
Scrimscribe.
This is during your rest. So
I see.
if you would
I'm
like
resting.
to stop your rest, get your things, you
No.
have about an hour left.
Nope.
Yeah, no, I turn around.
I don't get muffin if I I
Right.
go check it out.
Okay, so the rest
Could
ends.
I make a perception check to see if I hear anything?
It's so far away, it seems,
Okay.
that even a perception check wouldn't give you much more than I told you.
I turn to the party and I say, Guys, we are not alone.
Yes, there's a talking tree here, and his little talking tree friends.
Luke says, hello. We're all
There's
here.
also Luke.
I'm gonna snuggle up to the tree a bit and ignore him.
Well, your rest is over, so you get all your hit points back, your spells, things like that. So,
Oh.
not all your hit points back, but you already rolled for this
Mhm.
before we left last time. So, you're all back to, I believe, full. In just hit dice are low because you didn't regain them all.
Yeah, I'm missing a lot of hit dice.
Okay.
I didn't have to spend too many,
Okay.
so I actually have 8.
Cool. All right. So now it's your turn to roam the city. You tell me where you want to go, and I'll tell you what you see.
This
Well-
is the library building. This is some other building we don't know about. I'm pinging on the map. There's a building next to the Arboretum, and then there's another large building. It's a little closer to the
Mythalar. This is the library where
Yep, that's
Joey
library.
found the Arcanoloth.
Uh-huh.
And this one over here you have not gone to.
So I have a thought. If you look on the building, most of the stuff is purple, but there's a bunch of funny colored lights, like red.
Like we can check out this tower, because this tower...
That's this one is yellow, right? So that might be another one of the.
Yeah,
What
like
they
this
called
is the
Ebon
tower.
Star
This
people.
is the tower where we found
Yeah, we did that one.
the thing.
Mm.
So it's very possible if we go to this tower, we'll find something
Yeah.
similar
Let's go there.
Hmm.
to what we found previously.
Hey guys, if we could find there's some sort of museum here. There might be important information about the
Maybe
right of the arcane octet there.
maybe if we go to the top of the tower, we can look out and see more of the city.
I'll see if one of the buildings says museum in La Rosse.
Yeah, so just so you can see, so the light up here, okay, is similar to the light that was glowing here, and there's within your view there's another one right here, and another one. Well, I guess from your view, yeah, I guess that's it. Those are the only 3 that you would see. Yeah, I think so.
We've been in this circle here. This is kind of fun. Look, this is kind of a red. You see that?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that's
Like a
very
red
building.
portcullis there. I wonder what that is.
That's a forge. That's the forge. That's where you melt.
Oh, you think
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
you think there's like we
Don't-
could? I say it's a tower. I say the tower.
I say the tower. I don't want to be in this place just too long. It seems unhealthy here.
Yes.
Tower's fine. I'm looking for the museum though.
Okay, well, when we get to the top of the tower, we can look out and see if there's more buildings. If one of them looks more like a museum, we can head there.
I do agree.
Okay, move your
Yeah.
tokens.
So, Luke, come on.
I like shout it. I'm like, don't tell him what to do.
I'm not telling him what to do. I'm just asking him if he'd like to come along. I'm like,
I walk away from
Edmund.
Edmund as he talks to me.
Like Rogal heard Luke heard Edmund give him like an order, but Edmund was like really kind about it. He's like, "Hey Luke, like, you want to come on the adventure with us? Like, let's go have."
Made it
fun."
feel like it was his idea.
Yeah.
I
And he
give
was like,
No,
Rogal,
you were
hell
saying
no.
that we should check out the tower. Why don't we do that?
I give Rogal a side eye, thinking, that's unlike Rogal. And then I'm like, actually, no. Him and Edmund never got along.
Very
And then I think to myself, I don't think I get along with either of them.
Elias looks at you.
And then I realize that I'm talking out loud.
Well, I'm just like sort of like, I'm like, all right.
I'm just lecturing Luke at this point on some esoteric point of Lathander lore.
Luke is jimming the
Luke-
camera.
Luke's really loving it.
He's just jimming the camera. He's like, there's no camera still.
Right, he looks off to the distance, and you're all like, "What are you looking at, Luke?"
Yeah,
He
right.
winks in the direction of something just random. You don't know.
In
All
my
right, so you-
mind, I say, Luke didn't have to make a Constitution saving throw.
You would not know that in your mind.
In your mind, you're like, what's a constitution?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what's that?
You could say that Luke is not looking affected by the
Thanks,
unhealthy
everybody.
nature of this place.
Thanks for watching Tabletop Bob. We'll see you next week.
We get very meta here. Very meta. All right, so you head to this
You mean
new tower.
Facebook? Very Facebook.
I get it. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Okay, let's play D&D.
The tower is engraved with interlocking circles of stone. Yellow light spills from its topmost window that you can clearly see on the screen.
I heard yellow light's bad for your eyes.
Not here. You also hear the faint sound of brooms brushing on stonework that drifts through the broken front door.
Wizard's apprentice. You can meet Mickey Mouse.
I'm gonna kick in the front door.
I kick it first.
Well,
I-
Elias
We kick
kicks in the
front
door.
together.
I don't.
Julius
I don't,
desperately tries to kick it as soon as he sees he's kicking it.
and then I fall.
I
you
help him out of my hand. I say, "Are you okay? You fell."
Don't touch me. How dare you kick this door before me?
I look at Edmund like this.
I look at Elias the same way.
Keep an eye on that one. We're saying we'll keep an eye on him.
So you-
I'm not sure where I'm situated, but I look at whoever's over here.
Who is over where?
I don't know. Who am I looking at?
You decide. Who
You're on the
looking
floor.
No, that's.
Well, I'm just talking about. I can't see the stream, so I
No,
don't know. Who I'm
you're
looking at.
you're on the.
at? Oh,
You're
that would be
looking at the
looking at
floor.
Andrew. Yeah.
I'm looking. All right.
You're like, no, don't help me.
All right.
Joey's up here and
No,
You
we're
can
on
see
the
my
roll
boot.
20 screen. We're on the roll 20 screen.
oh.
So no, everybody's not where they think they're.
I tell everyone, come on, let's go.
All right, so you head into this circular tower, and you see the spiral staircase ascending upwards, just like the other one. You hear the broom sweeping sounds coming from above.
I start to ascend the steps.
You head up the steps, and you see glowing orbs set into the walls of this 30-foot diameter circular chamber. You see brooms sweeping the floors with seemingly no one manning them. And you also see 4 giant hands made of shimmering force that hover in the center of the room, guarding a tiny ornamental tower perched on a pedestal.
So we're at the top of the tower now.
Yep.
I look
Okay.
for a dead wizard.
A dead wizard, you say, huh?
Yeah.
No wizard. Nobody is here. In fact,
No,
this
no
room, although there
skeleton.
definitely is damage to the room, although there's damage to the room, it's very neat and tidy. The brooms seem to be picking up any dust or dirt, any debris, and they've cleaned it up pretty nicely.
So I'm going to pull out a bag, and I'm going to appraise the weight and size of this tiny tower. I'm going to fill my little leather pouch with, stuff.
There's no
Like
there's
sand.
no dust. There's no dust or sand. The brooms have
Oh, the
sucked it all
brooms have-
away.
Cleared it all up.
I look for an opening where a boulder might come out.
I'm looking for a window out. Like, is there an exterior view from this top floor?
There is not. Although, no, there would be. Yeah, there would be windows. Yeah.
I've got a bunch of rations. I'm going to put those in the bag. Make it about the same weight as the tower. Then I'm going to approach and examine the tower very closely without touching it.
There's
When
hands
you
in the way.
enter into the room fully enter the room, the hands that were surrounding the tower, there's 4 of them, 4 hands kind of cupping around the tower. They begin to move, and they are very large. I'm actually going to show you a picture of them in just a second. But they're very large.
You got that ready,
While
Bobby?
Bob's
While Bobby's
looking,
looking for the artwork.
I swear to
Don't
God,
forget.
Edmund.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Now,
Hit the bell button.
do it.
And like and share. Hit us up on Metaverse. Also known as
Don't hit us up on
Facebook.
Metaverse.
is that a thing?
Meta Holdings
Meta Holdings.
Incorporated.
Is that really a thing though? That's what they call it? Metaverse?
Wait, let me look it up. I own stock in it.
Do you?
What?
Find us on Facebook.
Meta Platforms.
Oh, meta platforms. Gotcha.
Yeah. Down 0.5% today.
It's a shame.
Oh yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
I'm also looking around for any writing. If there's any writing.
I tell you,
that's
art
giving me
is like
instructions.
art is so annoying to find, but I don't want to give you too much away. Well, let's put it this way. Julius, give me an Arcana check.
All right. A 22.
Julius, you recognize these hands. These are what
Mage
appear
hands.
to be no. Even worse. They look like they are the spell Bigby's hands.
Oh my god.
I ask him
And there
what's-
are 4 of them. And as soon as Elias enters the chamber, they spring into action, and we're going to go into combat.
Ugh.
Oh my.
Anyone want to tell me what Big B's hands are? That sounds
They're
weird.
just very large hands. They can hit you. They can lift you up. They can punch you. They're not. It's a spell. You can look it up. But
Stefano tells Andrew that they're
Living
they're a
Big B's
fifth,
hand.
fifth level spell.
Why did you say it in third person?
Because Julius doesn't say it's a 5th level spell. Watch out.
All right, so let's do it. Roll initiative,
Hands.
Rogal.
Alright. Yeah. 7.
7, you
Gonna
said?
get slapped.
Gonna get slapped.
All right, so Elias, one of the hands floats to you with tremendous speed and accuracy, and it's going to slam into you.
I hadn't even done anything. I just walked
You
in
walked
the room.
into the room. How dare you?
it's
These hands suck.
All right, so this one is going to... Yeah, let's see. Okay, so this one's going to grab you. The target is going to... No, that doesn't make sense for what it says here. You need to give me a dexterity save.
$16.
And I would say you're within the 10 feet of Rogal, so that'll increase to 21, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So it tries to grab you, but you nimbly escape and avoid the grasp of this hand. But you do feel like if it grabbed you, there would be very little chance that you could escape this thing. You're up, group.
I will quickly shout, "Get in here! Grab the tower thing! And let's go!" Do I have enough movement to run, grab the tower thing, and get out of the room?
You might.
Can I do that?
However,
like, on
you
a
probably
dash?
have to incur an attack of opportunity from this fist.
Oh. Who's quick? Julius, you're quick.
I am.
I say, Julius, I'll distract them. Get the tower.
All right. So I will run towards the tower. Is picking up this object my action?
No?
So I have 40 feet of movement. I have technically 80 feet of movement if I double move. So I'm going to try to run up to the pedestal and grab the object.
And you avoid attacks of opportunity with mobility, right?
Well, I don't unless I attack something, I believe.
Okay, so since Okay.
So that's my question is how many ob attacks would I face?
So
Probably just
luckily
the-
for you, the hands
one.
were surrounding the pedestal. So I would say
Mhm.
that you're basically just entering their engagement range, and they're so big, right? They're large sized. So like you're not going to leave their engagement range, you're going into it. You know what I mean?
So if I ran into their engagement range, grabbed the object, and ran out, I would take 4 op attacks.
If you were to grab it and leave, yes. Three.
Okay.
3. I think you could avoid the one that's near Andrew because he kind of met him halfway in the room. But,
Why
the
don't you
ones
just
that are
use
by
So,
the pedestal.
Disengage. Just
Yeah.
use disengage, right?
And it doesn't have enough movement.
Right, then I can't move again. So I think I'm going to grab the object and take the dodge action.
Okay. So you run into the room, nimbly avoiding the hands as you kind of get into the middle of the fray. You go to grab the tower, and then shoop, you shrink down to size. You are now at this tower, this massive tower, and you look up around you, and there are hands that are like 100 times the size of you around you. So big that they could probably squish you like a bug. And you look back and you scream to your friends and you say, Elias! Help!
Oh my god.
You see the giant of Elias Dawnstrider fighting one of these massive hands.
Can I run into the tower?
Sure. Yeah.
All right, I'd like to go into the tower.
Okay,
Oh,
you
man.
open the door and you see this like spiraling vortex of purple and blue magic.
Inside this tower is another tinier tower.
Okay.
What do you do?
Go into the spiral and vortex.
You
going
have
in?
no-
Magic.
do they have any idea that I shrunk?
You know what? Everybody give me a perception check.
I have advantage on perception and investigation checks if I move no more than half my speed on the same turn. I haven't moved any speed this turn.
I got a 7, so I guess I don't know this. I'm too busy with this hand.
That's 7 as well.
Okay, Edmund, I'll give you the advantage then. Go ahead. But you can't move more than half your speed in your turn.
Oh, this is
Oh.
it's an 11. This
An
is
11?
police.
I'm going to say that you just thought he disappeared, everybody. Edmund, though, you may have seen him grab the tower and then, like, just looked away, and then he's gone. So you might have an inkling that has to do with the tower, whereas everybody else just thinks he's gone.
That coward teleported out of here.
Oh my god.
He
Oh,
got
God.
halfway into the room and just teleported away.
Okay. Another hand. Another hand is going to come up and smack Elias. Now the two hands are going to come together almost like a clap, right? Elias, what is your armor class?
18.
18. Okay, so the fist misses again. We go to the group.
Elias, don't get the clap.
What should we do? Should we go to the tower?
I'm going.
We all get tiny? That sounds like a bad idea.
You have no idea. You don't know. You don't know what happened.
True.
I'm gonna say that coward ran and teleported away, and he didn't even get the tower. I'm gonna move 15 feet towards the tower.
You didn't even get the tower.
How close is the tower?
It's towards the edge of this room. It's a 30-foot circular chamber. It's everything's basically within one movement.
Well, I can only move 15 feet, and then I'll have to take the dash action
Okay.
to move. Oh no, I can.
You can dash bonus action.
I can bonus action dash, and then move the rest of it towards the tower, and then try and get it because Julius failed. And I'll reach for it and apparently shrink down and find myself standing next to Julius.
Gotcha.
Unless there's a different tower that I get teleported to.
No. You get to the tower, you go to grab at it, and then you are miniaturized as well, and you see Julius there standing before a doorway of swirling vortex.
Say, you coward, you teleported here? Wait, how did I get here?
You didn't take care of the hands? You didn't
No,
trust me to do this myself? Come on, Edmund.
It didn't look like you disappeared. We didn't know where you went. It looked like you just teleported away.
Well, I didn't know this was going to happen either.
Do we see
there
do
we
we see
go.
Edmund getting tiny?
I would say at this point, you're more aware of what Edmund's doing. I'd say yes. You see him perhaps shrink down, or at least when he grabs a tower, he disappears quickly, and you know he's over by that tower area or in some capacity.
And then I go, well, at least we just left Elias and Rogal to handle those hands, though. Hey.
All right, another hand coming at you. This time, it's going to go to Rogal at the door frame. Does a 19 hit?
It does. Wait, hold on, let me see. Yeah.
You take
19 is my
25.
armor class, so that
You take
hits,
25 force damage, and
5?
yep, 25 force damage, and you're pushed down the stairwell. Rogal, give me a strength check to see if you can keep your balance here.
Right? 74 minus 25. 60.
It's 74 minus 25 is 40.
94 minus 25.
90.
Yeah, but you also take 3 off for your. Oh no, it's
No,
not.
it's
It's force
force
damage.
damage.
Yeah.
So wait, do I take an athletics check?
Yeah. Give me a. Yeah. Give me an athletics check. Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
it was gonna knock you down the steps, but you were able to grab on to the walls and keep your stance. All right,
Alright.
you're up,
Um,
Rogal.
Yeah. Do I regain my strength by any chance?
Oh yes, at the end of the long rest, you did. Yeah.
All
I
right.
still have to go as well.
Yes.
18. Heck yeah. All right. Yeah. So do I see everyone like running away?
It looks like they teleported away, or at least something happened at the tower.
Like Elias. I guess can I communicate?
Yeah, of course.
I'm right there.
Like yeah. I ask like Elias like where'd they go?
They touched the tower and vanished.
Joey, were you at max hit points?
I was.
You, have you had 94 total, not 74.
Yeah, that's what he said.
That's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said 74.
No.
Oh, it is 69.
Nice.
All right. Damn. I guess I try. Wait. So do I have to make my way? If I wanted to like make my way to Elias, would I have to take a disengage or?
So the way I see it is there are 2 hands. There were there are 2 hands that are kind of surrounding Elias. They're big though, so they're taking up most of the middle of this room. There's one still by the tower, the miniature tower, and one that's right at the door frame with you. So, in theory, you would have to try to nimbly avoid the one that's near you, but I don't think you can escape at least one attack of opportunity. If you were to just
disengage?
leave.
Okay.
Now, you could disengage, or you could attack it. You could do whatever you want.
No one's landed any damage on these things, right?
Nobody's
No one's
attacked
even
them.
tried. See if you can hurt it.
I don't know. I feel like if everyone's running away, I should also run away.
We're not running away. We're trying to get to the tower.
All right. Yeah. Sure. I'll stand my ground and attack this thing that just attacked me. Yeah. God dang it. 18 and 22.
So the 18 does not hit, but the 22 does.
Okay. So D8 plus 6. So 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay.
Yeah, and then you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself, and I'm gonna make a run towards where everyone was going. So I'll take that attack of opportunity.
Okay. Gonna do a different attack this time. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
All right. Plus
24.
Yeah, 24.
Actually,
so you're able to
why,
escape.
why do you have a 4 dexterity save?
Because I took resistance.
Oh.
You're good. So you escape and you get to the tower. When you get to the tower, do you grab at it? Do you inspect it in any way? What do you do?
What did I see Edmund doing?
He reached for it before he disappeared.
I reached for it.
You also disappear, and standing before the group at the miniature tower is Julius and Edmund.
Like, where did you guys go? Where are we?
I look at Julius and I go, damn it, he followed us.
It's my go right now. All the hands are gone.
Yep. Your turn. Yep.
I'm going to bonus action Sanctuary on myself. I just need to pass a Wisdom save if they want to attack me. And then I'm going to do, that's a bonus action. I'm going to do Disengage as my action so I can get past all these hands and go and... Now, I'm going to walk up to the tower and just describe the room. I'm going to glance around the room, look at the tower. What do I see? There's literally nothing else except this tower.
It's very neat because the brooms have been sweeping up. There is a 30-foot diameter chamber. There are the giant hands that hover in the room, and they guard a tower perched on a pedestal. There's no writing, there's no inscriptions, none of that.
And what does the pedestal look like?
It's a simple yet elegant stone pedestal.
Does he see miniature Elias, Julius? Does he see
Oh,
miniature
I
Julius
see.
Edmund
You're
and-
looking at the group. Yes, you do see the 3 little Honey, I Shrunk the Kid characters there.
Hey! Hey! Help! Julius, Elias, can you see us?
So I want to
Hey!
I want to kick the pedestal over, but I'm not going to do that because you guys are on it.
Can you imagine?
Very bad idea.
Some
You
kind of
just hear,
spell
like,
or something that can help. Some kind of cantrip.
It'd be like in Ant-Man when the train just goes off the track and it's like super engaging and exciting, and then all of a sudden it's just like, doop. You grab it. What are you doing, Elias?
I'm gonna try and grab it as well.
Okay, so you do your bonus action, you disengage and run over there and just try to snag it, and then
Yep.
you become miniature again as well.
Right.
All right,
And Luke, what does Luke do?
Luke will follow along. Actually, no, Luke is like, okay, I'm gonna head back downstairs. Luke will go back down the stairs and avoid fighting these living hands.
And go let the adventurers do that.
Yep, exactly. All right. Do you all head through the?
I didn't even
portal?
want to come to this tower anyway.
You head through the
That's
portal.
my idea.
I assume you're all going through.
Yeah.
Into the tower?
Into the
Yeah.
vortex.
Yeah. So
You step through the doorway. The fabric of reality wraps or warps and bends around you. You arrive in a cluttered den, 40 feet long, 20 feet wide. Occupying this den are 3 women. You can see them. They have a bubbling cauldron. One of them is stirring it.
Egg's your
and
favorite.
the other 2 are grabbing some of whatever is being stewed there in a little bowl. They have little spoons, look like they're made of bone. And they look at you all as you enter. I'm going to show you a picture as well.
Do they look similar to a creature that Rogal tried to negotiate with when Julius just joined the group?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I step back. I say, Rogal, your dice.
You guys want to kill these guys? I mean, what are you talking about? My dice.
Well, you can go talk to 3 hags if you'd like, but
All right. I go up and I talk to them.
you only have 6 seconds before I start attacking.
All right,
You-
I go and I walk up to them and I'm like,
Yeah, it's a small
excuse me,
little room. There's no...
my beautiful
Did you-
ladies.
Did you say there was a? Yeah, are they like old looking or are they like
yeah,
young?
they're
looking?
old. They have withered, almost like purplish skin.
And did you say there was a picture for us to look at?
I'll show it to you.
Okay.
While Bobby's looking for that picture.
No, I have it already. They
No,
already
no,
see
Let's
it.
have a look. Let's
No.
have a look.
Well, I'm
Not
gonna
while
wait
Bobby's
till
looking.
I'm gonna wait for a little bit to show you.
Oh,
You
So-
hear
No.
the 3 women when you approach and you say, what's up, ladies? I don't know, whatever you said, Rogal.
Sup, ladies?
Yeah, I'm like, hello, my what are some fine young women like yourselves doing here?
Well, this one's a charmer, eh? And one of them
Stop.
looks over to the other 2 stirring around the stew and says, Isn't that right, Pinch and Pillage? And the other ones say to you, oh, he is a cutie himself, Plunder. They introduce themselves. You're about to meet Auntie Pinch, Pillage, and Plunder.
Pinch, Pillage,
Under.
Yes.
Oh, they look lovely.
Yes.
So they're standing around this cauldron, and that the glow of the fire kind of illuminates the den. As you get a bearing of your surroundings, you see grisly trophies all around you. Bones and stuffed creatures, organs, all different sorts of ritualistic items hanging around the room.
Seen worse in Edmund's room.
Right.
So I'll say, women, we have come to save you from this pocket dimension or whatever this is.
Save us? This one's funny. We have the cute one and the funny one. And what are you two?
I'm the handsome one.
The stupid one, I see. Auntie Plunder says.
I laugh. I chuckle when I hear this.
I laugh too, and I stifle it. Oh, not funny.
The imbecile will name him, says Pinch.
I take out I take out my sword.
Oh!
He's messed
Hey,
it all up.
hey. I like.
I don't
Like,
shove it in their
stepping
face, but I'm holding it in a defensive position.
Nope,
There's-
this one is the imbecile.
Yes.
They cackle
And
at
I-
that joke.
Can I reach over and try and just tell, put my hand on Julius's sword and just be like, just lower that right a little bit down for me a little bit. We're not gonna. When there's 3 of them in a room together, it's a lot worse than when it's just one.
Yes.
This one may be the smart one, says Auntie Pinch. We are very powerful creatures. You do not want to tempt us with violence, because we will entertain that.
Yeah, the 4. I'd rather face the 4 hands than the 3 old ladies.
Yeah.
What are you stewing in your pot?
It's probably children, but don't.
It is stew made of children's body parts.
Of
Well,
course.
where'd you get children from around here? We're in a tiny tower. There's no children here. This city's been dead for thousands of years.
I too am curious about this.
Very curious how you're here. We've tucked away our little den in a nice pocket dimension.
Ah.
Look,
Well, hey, where'd you get children from in a pocket dimension? It doesn't make sense.
We get them from all over. We go to the material plane quite often.
Ah,
We
so how'd you
pinch,
leave this place?
pillage, and plunder wherever we go, and they all laugh at their joke, their inside joke here.
Oh, I get it.
How'd you
It's
leave
your
this
names.
place then?
That's our
Whatever.
names, exactly.
I smile. I'm actually charmed by these people.
Perhaps-
Unironically.
Ladies, perhaps you know of the wizard who perhaps created this pocket dimension, or of a way to something that may have been left here, a necessary magical item of significance. Is there something like that you found?
A never use item.
Yes.
What?
Some.
Yeah. Auntie Pinch takes out a gourd. Inscribed in the gourd, or it bears the likeness of a child's face locked into a scream. And she drinks from this hollow gourd. There is magic in this. Is this what you're looking for?
I don't know.
Where did
Or
you
is
get
it this? Or is it this, says Auntie Plunder. She takes out a vial that looks like it's made out of a finger bone.
No, I
Maybe
don't-
not that. What else is it?
I say I'm looking for a wand.
Is it perhaps a wand?
Ooh, a wand. And here I was just taking out this figurine of a rabbit. It's a silver rabbit, says Auntie Plunder.
That I think
That's the thing.
that might be what it is that we came here for. If it's
Where did you
possible,
get
we
this?
can.
Where did you get this rabbit figurine from?
Oh, many places. I don't even remember where we've got it from.
perhaps we can offer a trade for that wonderful figurine.
Yes, we can. Yes, we
Great.
can. In fact, I know exactly what we would like in return.
You can have Rogal, it's fine.
Well,
Agreed.
if you're
Two
going to
droids.
be that generous, we will
No,
absolutely.
we're
No,
allow
not.
you
No,
can't have
I'm-
Rogal.
I'm-
He's too tasty.
He is being funny.
Yeah, yes, I was
I-
being funny.
I look at him like suspiciously though. I'm like hell.
It's only because Luke didn't come.
I have this Electrum chain, which is very useful.
Oh no no
can
no no no!
swap that.
Nothing. I want nothing of your. Nothing of your on your person. I would like to. Perhaps have one of your dreams.
That sounds so suspicious. That sounds so suspicious. Like,
Perhaps a single memory then will do, plucked from your mind.
Oh, you know
Okay,
what?
fine,
Actually,
fine.
I have several
out.
memories that you can take from me. I think Julius probably also has some memories he'd like to get rid of.
Rogal might like to lose his cannibalism memories.
Yeah,
I would
maybe.
like to lose my cannibalism memories.
Elias, is there anything you'd like to forget? We were all like, take our memories!
Hey, Edmund.
I
how
have
about
no regrets.
how about you lose the memory of your dead friend?
No, I can never lose that. But I'd like to
It's like
lose
such
the
a-
memory of my relationship with Avarice, or Alice, as I used to know her. Then
Well,
it will
step
make-
right up. Sit next to the cauldron. We will.
I sit
perform the ritual.
next to the cauldron.
It's like
need to
musical
all-
chairs. All four of you try to get into that chair.
No.
I don't
I-
really have a bad memory. I'm great. I don't have any bad memories.
I
Everything's
haven't
good.
moved.
You can give up your memory of, what's her name?
Who would
Yes.
like to do it?
Her.
Ass, yeah.
Who would like to do it?
Yeah. Okay. But can I pick which memory?
Of course.
Yeah. It's definitely the cannibalism one.
Okay.
Definitely the cannibalism memory.
There, when you volunteer, I think Edmund, you said you might want to do it as well. They say
Yes,
no.
correct.
Auntie Plunder says, that one, the man of faith, Elias. They point to
Oh.
you.
Well, I don't
Oh.
have any memories I wish to lose. All my time is spent serving Lathander.
Well, then we will take
Don't-
one,
don't-
an
don't
inconsequential one, your choice.
Don't tell them that.
what
That's
they
the one they're gonna
want.
take.
That's the one they want.
I don't think I feel comfortable with this ceremony.
Wait, I
My
turned to
friends wish to partake, that would be fine. But
I turned
as a
to
man of faith, it doesn't seem something that I should be a party to.
I turned to Edmund. I'm like, how are you so sure that we want that silver rabbit?
Because the other things were bones.
There was like
Well, I mean, you
dead
didn't-
object, dead
you didn't-
object.
You didn't give
Cool.
them
They
a
were-
chance to pull everything out.
They were drinking. I'm pretty sure. Do you want to ask if they have anything else?
Hey, do you have anything else?
We're negotiating. Now, you, come here, sit down. Man of the sun, right here.
Man of the sun. I like nudge Elias.
I don't feel I want to do this. I feel
Well, then we will keep our silver rabbit.
Are you sure you don't want the cannibal?
the cannibal.
He-
Imagine the memories he has gorging upon thigh bone,
I wanna make a
bone.
persuasion check.
scooping the brains
ahead.
out of the brain pan.
I,
What do you say?
I say, listen. These memories of mine are some of the most tragic of my life. They have caused a great transformation in my soul. They not only are they horrifying and painful for me, but I'm sure their tragedy has value in them. And here we go. 25.
Anti Pillage says, that seems fine. Let's take his, yes. Sit down in the chair.
I sit down.
They start to gather around you, all kind of in unison chanting. They hold each other's
Good.
hands.
You're pretty brave. I'll give it to you.
Rogal sits down. They tell you to close your eyes and try to focus in on that memory?
I close my eyes, and I sort of remember the two people I was with as we.
Two people? I thought you only had one person.
It gets worse by the
It
day.
gets so much worse.
He only wanted to eat the good parts of each of them.
So one
Yeah.
was a little girl, the other was his dad.
my God.
A little girl and her father.
The little girl was dead as we were
You
walking
ate
from
the
the
father in front of her. What?
ship. He went crazy and started eating her, and I just joined in.
Ooh.
It's like,
Oh my God, the peer
See,
pressure.
So you described this moment where the father, just in his insanity, turned on his daughter because of
Well,
the
he
hunger
was dead
that
at
he
the time.
felt, and then you killed both the daughter, or excuse me,
I didn't kill
continue-
anyone. He died.
when he died.
because of
Gotcha,
weather
okay.
conditions, and then I ate him too.
Gotcha. Is the same thing happened to the daughter? She died from exposure, and
Yes.
then okay. So the two of you chowing down on his daughter, and then eventually him. The hags seem to appear with you in a Ghost of Christmas Past fashion, and they surround you, watching your disembodied soul, watching the event happen before you.
I watch this.
Horrifying.
And I'm sort of like, I've gone a long way since then. I feel like this is just something I don't want to carry anymore.
I can see why, Auntie Pinch says. You've changed, but have you really changed much?
I don't eat people anymore.
Are you not just a cold-blooded murderer? You were about to kill all of us.
Well, I was not about to kill anyone. And you can check my memories for that as well.
Then what made you change this way?
I mean,
The truck was just cursed.
every
It sounds
time
like
like
you're
this
cursing.
this truck like comes right out my house at 10 o'clock.
It's a deep emotional moment for Rogal. Beep, 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 beep.
A constant horn blowing.
I
The
was on
traffic
road.
drove me insane.
Well, you see, I was on the road one night. So go ahead. I'm sorry. I interrupted you. Go
No,
ahead.
I say, well, where I come from, white dragonborns are known for being quite malicious. And I wanted to escape that life, and I found myself at my lowest point, and it was either make a change or continue going this way. And so I found the light of Lathander.
And when you say that you found the light of Lathander, the scene around you changes. It's that moment in the cabin where the solar star or summer star exploded, and you see your spirit meet Lathander for the first time. And the witches say to each other, "This is the one that we shall take."
Oh, you.
And then that memory is erased from your mind. You no longer have the Lathander's blessing.
Ooh.
And then
Cool.
you wake up.
Use it.
You're at the cauldron, standing near the cauldron. You feel the heat from the hearth. And you look up, and you still remember being a cannibal. You don't remember anything else about this experience, though.
Like this, it didn't work. They were lying.
They look at each other and they say, "What a shame, then." And they smile. And they say, "You may be released. Take your rabbit." They throw it out into the
Reach out,
floor of
try and catch it.
the den.
You try and catch it.
You catch it, Edmund. And when you do, you look to the right, and you see on the wall inscriptions in Laros. That's hidden under all the junk that they have on the wall.
Oh, Julius, can you see what that says?
You can, I believe.
Yeah.
You clear some of the
Don't
junk
don't
off
rush
the
me.
wall, though, but you'll read it. It says, "Second, summon a flame in the palm of your hand."
Can I fire a bolt of flame in the palm of my hand?
Sure. I mean, nothing happens. You blast the wall, and the witches say, "They're attacking! Banish them!" And they all wave their hands, and
Wait,
poof,
what?
you're now large, and you're outside of the tower. There are Bigby's hands all around you trying to swat at you. Roll initiative again.
Wait, hold on. Summon a flame with the palm of your hand?
In the palm of your hand.
In the palm of your hand.
So you
That
just gotta do
silver
that.
rabbit must let you do it, right?
Either that or it's a icon of power.
Who do you want us to roll?
Let's go with Edmund this time.
7.
I rolled a 4. So, group, you're up. You're standing around the pedestal, and surrounding you are 4 Bigby's hands. And it's your turn.
And that took more than a minute, right?
I disengage and run out of the room.
No,
Took more
thank
than a
you.
minute.
So my sanctuary's gone.
Okay, so you take, you run out the door. Let's see here. Edmund will be a D1-2. Rogal 3-4. Elias 5-6. Edmund.
Cool.
What's your AC right now?
My AC right now is 17.
Okay, you take 21 force damage as one of the palms slams at you on the floor. Slams at you, and you fall to the floor. Give me a strength check. Perhaps. Athletics check.
Can I make an acrobatics check?
Nope.
Let me just check. Italy dash. Nope, not at sea. Acrobatics.
Are you going to uncannily dodge that?
Can't, because it's not a dex. I
Oh.
roll with advantage.
So you get smashed 5
that's
feet
7.
away from it, and you fall to the floor.
Okay.
All right, you're up, group.
21? You said 21?
21 force damage.
Yeah, I meant, are you going to uncannily dodge the force damage?
Oh, yes. I will use my reaction to have that.
So 10.
Yes.
So I've got an idea. I'm going to go next.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Sanctuary on... Are you on the floor? It's going to take you a while to get up.
It's going to take me 15 feet of movement to get up, but I can still bonus action dash.
I'm going to cast Sanctuary on Edmund. And then I'm going to... Because that's a bonus action. And then I'm going to disengage and leg it out of the room.
Okay. So you're out of the room. Julius out of the room. One more Bigby's hand onto you. But Sanctuary is going to make him have to take a check, right?
Wisdom check, yeah.
Okay, let me do that.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yep. 15. Does that beat? I think it's close.
17.
Okay, so it does not work, so it's going to
Have to attack Rogal.
have to attack something else. Yeah, Rogal. 24.
Yeah, that's
27 force damage. Give me another athletics check.
God, why did you have to attack?
All right, you're fine.
Ooh, hoo, hoo.
All right, so Rogal or Edmund?
Well, now Rogal should go,
Rogal, you go.
because Edmund's protected.
I disengage and get out of there.
Okay, and then we go one more hand, see if it can attack you. Wisdom save. 10. So Edmund, you're free to go.
Okay, so I stand up, and then I bonus action dash, and I move 45 feet out of the room.
Great. All right, everybody. You get out of the tower, and you see Luke waiting downstairs, and he says, "What happened to you guys? You disappeared."
We were encountered. We went to the little tower. There's dimensional spaces. You know, these wizards. They're Trixie's people. So
You know what, Luke? We didn't disappear. I disappeared, and then you walked down the stairs.
No, you ran away. That's what happened. I say like angrily.
look,
At
but we
Luke?
did get this.
You say that at Luke?
No,
Rogal?
at Julius.
Let's look at this silver
What-
rabbit and stop
What are
arguing.
you talking about, Rogal?
Who has the silver rabbit?
I
Yeah,
ran
it's
away.
over.
Luke ran down the stairs while we were fighting hands.
There are...
Literally.
The rabbit is a pure silver sculpture of a rabbit. That's what it is.
Does it have any?
Give it to
inscription
Julius
on
as-
it?
if he hasn't already got it.
There is no inscription on it. It does look like it's, rather finely made. Might get you a pretty penny.
Julius, perhaps you should
I throw it
investigate
towards
this.
Julius, but like kind of not at Julius, but like kind of the side of Julius, kind of hoping to like activate it if it's like a icon of power. I'd be like, yeah, here, catch, and then like I throw it, but like
Nothing.
nothing. It just like clatters to the ground.
Can
Well-
I make a check to try to catch it?
No check necessary. Just catch it.
I catch it.
I was hoping it would clatter to the ground.
All right. Well, over.
Can I make an Arcana check on it?
Yeah. Yep. 14. It doesn't. You don't remember any magical artifact that's a silver bunny, but it's possible it could be magical. You'd have to cast detect magic or identify on it.
I tell the group I sense a lot of magic from this. I'm gonna check on it later, and I put it in my pack.
Okay. And you're all standing out in the street.
Did those hags trick us? I say to people. That is magical, that thing.
It's at least valuable, but we did get the information from the wall about the fire in your hand. Perhaps we can try another tower and see if we can get more information for him. We can get, rule number 3.
Speaking of information, I pull Scant out. I knock on the orb like this. Hey, Scant.
Oh, why, hello. It's been quite some time since you've released me from my prison.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. Hey, there was some writing in the other tower that I think you saw.
Was
You
it in
remember
the
what that
Ross?
said?
That was the one about the wand.
Summon a flame in the palm of your hand.
Oh, that was the wand.
That was get a wand from the Nether Oak.
Shield thy heart
Oh,
with a
yeah.
wand from the Nether Oak.
Yes, shield thy heart. That was the first step of the Arcane Octet. We had discovered that together. Have you
Oh.
uncovered more clues?
Yes, it's just summon
No,
a flame in the palm of your
No,
hand.
we didn't. Nope.
I'm just pretty absent-minded. For some reason, I thought we got that information in the Arboretum.
The Arboretum. Oh, I would have loved to have seen the Arboretum.
Oh, well, here.
It's kind of far away at this point. It's in the distance.
It's not that far. There's a clear line of sight.
He's an orb.
Can we
Think he's
ask
got
him?
Never-ending
Can-
sight.
Can we stop this and can we ask him, please, Julius, about summon a flame into the palm of your hand? It said in the last tower of the wizards. What does that mean to you?
You know what, Elias? Just chill out. We got like 6 more things to figure out, so we can figure it out then.
I believe that the step would require you to summon a flame in the palm of your hand.
Ah,
Yeah, Elias.
No,
Also-
thank you, Scant. Would you
also
like
we
me
got-
to hold Scant from now on? It seems you have an antagonistic relationship with him.
Oh, I would
Yeah, I
love
agree.
that, Elias. Please, a person of faith. I would love to be with you, and we could have conversations of theology.
That would be fantastic.
I
I've
don't
taken a
think so.
liking to you, Scant.
I don't think so, Elias. Us wizards, we gotta stick together. And then I put Scant back in the back.
Wait,
I go and I grab Scant.
No, he put it
What
away
the-
already. It's in his bag.
Fighting over Scant
Wait,
again.
Julius,
like,
I
you know
don't
what?
think you should have Professor Scant.
I think I
Hand over
say,
the
Julius. I
Hey,
feel-
Rogal, I don't think you should make any decisions. How about that?
Well, I don't think you should have this guy.
Julius, you speak the Netherese language. We do not. If something were to happen to you, we would lose Scant and we would lose all hope of ending the endless winter.
If something happened to me, Elias, you just root through my pack, you get Scant.
Or what if it was eaten or consumed by a tomb tapper, or you fall down a hole, or you vanish into a pocket dimension?
Something would happen.
That's pretty funny. You think a tomb tapper is gonna take me down?
If you-
They're very dangerous.
Yes.
It bit me. I touched my wound.
That thing,
Julius,
Even me, blessed by Lathander, was
That thing
nearly
couldn't even
overcome.
get near me.
you start to think
Yes.
to yourself, Julius, what could they be thinking? Wait a second. They might do something to you.
Actually, what I actually think to myself is, those 3 musketeers, they always stick together.
Yeah, they do. That's why they don't care if anything happens to you.
Yep.
I'll say, Edmund, surely you agree one of us should hold Scant.
I believe that Julius can continue to hold scant. He's been under his watchful eye for quite some time. And again, if something is to happen to Julius, then we should be more worried about what's going to happen to us.
Okay, well, Julius, you're the most important member of our group right now, as you're the only one who can decipher these clues. We will endeavor to keep you safe.
Okay.
I scowl at him. I scowl at Julius.
Rogal, your stomach starts to
go
hurt.
and I take
Then Edmund
I take
just
Elias
is
to the side and I say, I don't think I can trust this guy.
I follow them.
By the way,
I use my dragon's breath at his feet as he follows me.
who's following you?
Julius.
Where are you going?
He's trying.
No, I follow Rogal as he tries to have a private conversation with Elias.
Yeah, and
okay.
I use my dragon's breath, like at his feet.
Yeah, so
Okay.
he attacks me.
I don't
He
attack
does
him.
not attack you. He attacks the floor. But yes.
Yeah.
He does attack in your direction.
I
But
attack
it's good
you
because he's still
direct.
got
So,
like
what are you doing, Regal? What?
2 more opportunities to use his dragon's breath.
Forget this.
I have
I
3 more.
Where should we go now?
I throw a firebolt to the left of him.
Okay. Luke says,
That's-
we can all pretend to miss each other later. Look up in the air. And
me look
you look up in the air and you see a rather... I guess it might be hard to see, but you would see a gargoyle flying
Yes,
up ahead.
friggin'
Oh
gargoyles.
no. Not avarice again.
It's flying over this very large sort of spire that connects to the inner one. It's flying above this.
Oh, it's flying above.
Yeah, it's flying very
Is it-
high in the air.
And
Does it look like one of Avarice's ones, or just like a generic gargoyle?
Who else do you know who has
It looks-
gargoyles?
Pretty damaged and beaten up.
The generic.
No, like a orc with the Frostmaiden.
One of the
How many other people?
common gargoyle.
Yeah. North American gargoyle or a European gargoyle?
Would you say it's within 150 feet?
It's flying pretty high up there.
Listen, and I turn to the group and I say, listen. And I say, look, if Avarice is here, that means she is probably doing exactly what we are doing and trying to get these towers. We cannot continue to attack each other. We must make haste to the next tower. Let's go! And I start heading towards the next tower.
I'm going to say that the gargoyle is
I-
much higher than that, like hundreds and hundreds of feet up. I'm not sure exactly high, but it's looking up from a very high distance. It's flying above all of the buildings in this area, even as high as the upper tower here.
I
Okay, so
turn
wait-
I turn to Edmund and I say, I wasn't aiming for Rogal, I was aiming for that thing. I just slipped. And then I wink.
And I continue walking towards the tower.
Where should
Okay,
we go
move
now
yourself.
then?
The
Move
next
yourself.
tower over, that one, and
Where
I
is it?
point to this one that we saw from the Arboretum.
Oh,
And I
what
head
color's that one?
This tower, you can see the walls of this tower are very thin. It's etched with an intricate design of hands and eyes. Silver light flickers from high above a window, which a large carved eye, above the window, a carved eye animates and blinks.
Wait, which tower are we at?
This one right here.
It's perfectly polished.
It's a silver light, and it's a very thin tower compared to the rest of them.
Oh, okay. I take out Professor Scant and I say, hey, can you see the Arboretum?
Ah, a beautiful display of foliage.
Very well.
Thank you.
Let's-
Like I said, us wizards stick together. And I stuff it
yes.
back in my pack.
The tower you approach here, you notice, is also missing a piece at the top. Looks like it broke off.
Oh, is it fallen anywhere nearby?
You don't see it, no. But you do see other rubble here. You know, just it doesn't look like it's from the tower. In fact, this looks like one of those very long causeways that goes to the
Oh,
inner
right.
tower. It looks
Yeah.
like
Oh,
it
I
has
see, yeah.
broken. Yeah. Mhm.
What's inside it? Can I look inside that causeway? It looks like
yeah,
it's
it
hollow.
looks to be some sort of like chamber that would transport you up to the tower.
so
The
this is
central
like-
tower. The central
Oh, okay.
big one.
So like,
So just
Oh,
to be
was-
clear, I'm going to point to the little
Oh.
pieces of rubble here. They look like
Yeah.
there's some sort of yes, thank you, Edmund. Good, some sort of tube that's been broken, and it looks like it would take you to the center chamber.
Oh, perhaps we should get in a tube. Anyway,
Well,
let's go up the tower. I'll inspect the door.
We'll take
The
tubes
walls-
later.
The walls, I said, are thin, and the door is open. It looks like the doors are off their hinges.
Everyone's with
You
me
enter
at
in,
this point, right?
and you see a staircase heading up.
Right behind you.
Okay.
Gonna continue?
Yeah.
When you get to the top of the tower, you notice large gashes in the roof. You can see through to the dark, icicle-festooned roof of this great cavern beyond. Silver light emanates from a 3-foot diameter glass orb that's situated atop a 2-foot-high cylindrical stone plinth in the center of this 30-foot diameter, rubble-strewn chamber. The eyeball inside the orb drifts like a fish in a bowl. Some of the eyes have cataracts, while others are bloodshot and pus-filled, but all turn to gaze at you as you approach. So again, I'll just rephrase what I've said here. So you enter into this circular room. It's 30 foot, similar to the other chambers you've seen. And in the center, there's an orb. Looks like a bowl of eyes. And they look at you when you approach.
Do I see any script anywhere?
Yes, you
So-
do. Yes, you do. So engraved on the plinth, written in Laros, says, "Ask and we shall find."
It says, "Ask and we shall find."
Mm-hmm.
Ask it
I
where
pull
the
out-
next. Okay.
I pull out Scant.
Scant comes out and he goes, "Oh, my goodness, what is this place? Very interesting."
Ask it where the next clue for the octet is. Where is the
Well,
next clue for the octet?
I don't know.
You think
the
he
octet.
knows?
No, I'm asking the eyeballs.
Oh, okay.
Ask the eyeballs.
So
They'll
you
find
ask.
it.
No,
So you
I,
ask-
I go like this with Scant.
What are you doing? I didn't see it.
I go like this.
We'll
You
describe
extend
it.
Your arm towards.
I'm holding the orb towards the eyeballs, and I'm like,
Okay.
"Go ahead, you heard him."
Scant looks out and doesn't know what to do. It doesn't know what to say. Well, what should we look for? And Edmund, did you say you're looking for the next
We're
clue?
looking for the next clue. We're the next step in the octet.
Yes, exactly. So, Edmund, when you do this, nothing happens, and Scant says, "I believe someone needs to engage with the object. You must touch it. Most magical items like this would require you to make some sort of communion."
Very well. Touch it. Go on. And I-
Your
I just-
eyes
He's an orb.
go cloudy,
touch it.
Edmund. Your eyes go
Oh, I touch
cloudy.
it.
You ask the question of what you wanted to find. You wanted to find the next step in the octet.
Step 3.
And it's at this point that you see a vision of a piece of this tower lodged somewhere else. It is lodged, and I'll tell you where it is. Let's see here. I'm going to look on the map. 13. While we're doing this, though, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Also, don't forget to like and subscribe.
All of us?
Nope, Edmund.
Constitution saving throw.
Mhm.
Does the Rogal thing count?
He's probably standing far away from you because he doesn't trust you.
Well, I'll allow Rogal to decide if he would have followed you or not. Rogal, would you have followed Edmund to protect him?
I
Also,
would have followed him because
Also-
I'm suspicious of him.
also remember that I'm standing near him too.
I actually do stand away from Julius specifically.
Well,
He stands on the other side of me.
Yes.
well, okay. Edmund, go ahead. I'll give it to you.
So, yeah. Okay, that's a 19.
So you see another structure. I guess to you it might look like a observatory. You can see that there's a telescope, a large domed roof, and you can see a piece of the tower and the language Laros inscribed on the tower, the piece of that tower, and it looks like it's lodged into the roof of that observatory.
Okay.
Now, Edmund, you take your hand off the orb, and you're waiting to gain back your normal sight, and all of a sudden you have a terrible wrenching pain in your eye. Your right eye. You can't feel it anymore, and you look up, you open your eyes. Your eye begins to disintegrate in your socket. You now have one eye.
Nice.
It's excruciating pain as well.
Oh, he's screaming and he's holding his eyes like, ah, ah, ah. And
You
he's
see
like,
your friend
"Oh,"
grab his hands. What do you do?
it's like,
Holy shit, dude!
and he holds up his eye. Oh, man. Hey, can you guys? We need to go find Velen. I need her eye patch. I need her eye patch.
Just in total agony. Yo, we really need to find out.
We need to go find Velen because I need her eye patch. I need Velen's eye patch now. Can we come
What
back?
the hell happened there? And I eat a purple pear.
Oh, jeez.
So you just take out a pear while Edmund is
can-
in excruciating pain.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got. Look, I found where the top of the tower is, where the words are. I can't read them. Maybe, you know what, Julius? If you can read them, if you touch this thing, it'll show you where they are. But it'll tell you the words.
Julius,
if only
the
you
pear
had
gives
been
you...
holding scant when you
I
touched
don't
the tower.
know, because it was just my eyes seeing what it was that I saw. But yeah, if I don't think Scant would have been able to see. But they're somewhere in an observatory. You know, like one of those domed buildings, perhaps. And then I look out the window in the building, and I'm like looking for that observatory room.
Hopefully your right eye
But,
wasn't your
like-
dominant eye.
Yeah, like everything's in 2D though. Like I have no stereoscopic vision.
Wait,
Oh my
hold
God,
on.
This is gonna make using my bow a lot harder.
By
I
the
just
way,
clo-
you have disadvantage now on perception checks that rely on sight.
Oh, it's okay. I have
Oh.
advantage on all perception checks that using sight because of my steady eye.
So now it's really just your one steady eye.
And
I
the shooting a bow, you only use one eye anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
That's true. But as long as I don't move any more than half my speed on the same turn, I have advantage on perception checks.
Scan says, well, that was absolutely terrifying, but this is an incredible piece of magic. Perhaps we could find the secrets to anything in the entire plane of existence. Who
I
wants to
mean,
go next?
It's
we
incredibly
we can if we want to lose an eye.
Well, it's not a guarantee that you'd lose the eye.
I want
I don't.
Look at the. Do you see that? Do you see this guy?
Do you know how hard I tried to not
Oh
lose
my
an eye?
god. I groan at the pun.
I tried a night. I try. If I was to quantify how hard I didn't want to lose this eye, I'd probably put it at a 19
Out of what?
out of 30.
That's not that bad. That's
Can you
It's
like
not that-
describe the
It's pretty
script
hard.
so we could decipher
Yeah,
it?
it was
Write it.
LaRosse. It was yes, it was LaRosse. It was the same symbols we've seen everywhere. I don't know.
Write
it
the
was
write the symbols
it
on
was
this
like
piece
the-
of paper.
It was
I-
the L. It was the L-shaped one, the one that kind of looks like an upside down X, the one that like looks like a sideways 8, and then there was
Scant-
like 3.
Scan says, I would be willing to give it a try. I have no eyes to give.
There were.
All right, I roll him in. I roll him in.
I wanna go up. Like, I wanna go up to the bowl of eyes though, and I kind of want to like. I don't want to touch it again, but I want to get really close and try and see if
Oh,
I
yeah.
can find my eye
Is his eye in there?
floating in there, like the one that like looks not old and cataract and.
It's your eye.
Yeah.
You see your eye. It's not the same size anymore. It's large. It's a very big orb, and your eye is floating in it. Or it's
Sorry, bud. I don't have
Spectral
enlarged
copy of it.
reviews.
Scant, you press the orb up against the professor orb against this orb, and nothing happens. Scant says, I guess the price to ride is an eye.
Well, I got a question. You said it was a domed building? Is it that
Yes.
one over there? And I point over there to this building.
It's possible.
It's possible. It was an observatory-looking building. It had a dome. This one also looks like a domed building. There's several domed buildings.
Oh, he saw the inside of it.
Yeah, you just
but
saw
you
the
saw the-
inside of it.
You saw the top of the tower that isn't there anymore.
Correct.
Yes.
It's lodged into the ceiling of the observatory.
Of this thing here.
There's a piece to this tower, the roof of this tower that you're in.
Uh-huh.
By the way, the tower's symbol was divination. You would have been able to identify that when you got in, Julius.
Okay.
This one, sorry, where is it? This one. This is the tower you're in.
Yep.
And this
Yep.
tower had its roof missing. And CJ saw that the roof was lodged into the tower of the observatory.
Where's
to
the
the roof of the
observatory?
observatory.
This thing.
We're
Could
not
be. You don't know.
We're not specifically
There's
sure.
a
It's
couple of domed areas. Yeah.
It's a domed building that had a perhaps telescope. There's also a domed building over here. There's a dome over here.
There's like 5 domed areas.
Domed areas.
What looks most like an observatory?
Well, I guess we're going to have to check them all out.
Apparently.
This looks like an observatory here.
Yes, that one. That's another one of the buildings that we could have. Is it? Well, I don't think there's any more purpose of being here unless there's some burning question that you need to find the answer to. I'm not sticking my hand on that again. If you want to find out where Avarice is, be my guest to ask the orbs. But
Julius, I would not touch it. We can find the information by another means.
Oh, I have no plans on touching it.
Shall I
What
shoot
about
it with my
Rogal?
laser?
What about Rogal?
Me? What about me? I'm like looking suspiciously at all of you.
do you have
Do you
a
wanna-
question you'd like to ask the orbs? The eyes. They'll show you something.
I have to lose an eye though.
You don't have
Well,
to.
you-
You can try really hard to not lose an eye.
To not lose an eye. Wait, what was
see-
the test again? What
Hey,
was the
Edmund,
test?
you seem pretty calm for someone who just lost an eye.
Look,
You seem really calm.
I've accepted this. I'm hoping that perhaps there's a magical means within this city where we'll be able to get my eye back. But also, I'm gonna get an eye patch and I'm gonna look freaking cool. You know how like the
Right
chicks
now,
are
you
gonna-
probably just have like a bandana sideways, right?
yeah.
If
Like,
yeah.
would
listen,
I know
chicks-
if I was to cast Lesser Restoration on him, would it bring his eye back? Because that can
You
cause
get
a
the
blinding
sense that-
condition.
You get the sense that that wouldn't be powerful enough to
Yeah,
get it
you
back.
need, like,
Yeah,
a-
right.
you
I
need
think you
have
need
to regrow.
regenerate or something,
regenerate.
Right.
But,
which is like a 7th level.
also, if I ever find that eye of Vecna, I know where that's going.
Question: Can I roll for the purple pear?
I don't
Yes,
have to pull my eye out.
yeah, you can roll. Yeah.
Now I don't have to pull my eye out when I find that eye of Vecna.
Oh man, Druidcraft again.
Is that what it was? Yeah, Druidcraft. No, you rolled a 3.
Yeah,
Nope. Charm of Vicious Mockery.
cool.
It allows you to cast a Vicious Mockery cantrip at 5th level. So the save is DC 15 as an action.
Forever?
So you would think.
Whoa.
All Okay, pair done.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah,
I
So
got,
now-
I got 2 more of those.
Now where to, everybody?
Let's should we try and find the observatory or check another tower?
I think we should go to this glass domed building. There's 2 domes. 2 domes for the price of 1. Let's go.
Dome, da dome, dome.
I
dome.
start walking down the stairs.
Okay. So you're headed through this city here, this
I wanna
little
check- I wanna-
neighborhood.
Luke keeps trying to jump in this hole over here. I want to see what
Does he?
this hole is.
When you get out of
I
the
don't-
tower, Luke is drawn to that hole.
He keeps hanging out there.
He does. Well, he's like, hey, look at this big hole.
Yes, what is this, Luke?
It looks like a well. A deep well plunges through the city floor into darkness. 5 crystal benches encircle it, glinting under the purple glow of a nearby street lamp.
It's odd that you would have benches around a hole like this, as if...
I mean, it's a well.
But do people just sit around a well and observe it and watch it? A well is just, get water and,
I don't see any
Move on.
device to draw water from it.
perhaps.
You see anything in there?
It's dark. He looks down.
I go over and I look down with my one eye.
It's dark. Real dark. Pitch
Dark.
black.
Do you want us to buy you one of these benches when we finish this quest?
Talking to Luke?
Yeah.
He says, I don't want a bench.
I'm going to pull a copper piece out, cast a cantrip light on it, and toss it in the well so I can see down.
It goes down further and further and further, and eventually the light goes out. You don't even hear an end to it.
It's the trash. We found the trash compactor.
Oh.
The trash chute.
The endless trash hole.
I think
I pull out a Sharpie and write endless trash hole.
When you take that out, Scant says, "What is it? What do you see?"
Oh, sorry, bud. I pull him out.
Ah, thank you. It's good to have some fresh air from time to time.
yes, there's a large hole here. Do you know anything about the Netherese and large holes?
Oh my, I do not know what this particular hole is, but I will say that these are common in Netherese cities. They're meditation benches.
These people would
What
meditate
is such a
around.
thing?
Oh, why, it's a place where you can come and clear your mind. You know, us wizards have so much going on in our heads at any moment.
So you sit on the bench and look at the hole.
Yes, you can glean insights into the future.
Well, this sounds fun. Let's all sit on the benches and look in the hole.
Makes sense that it is right outside of the Tower of Divination, I would say.
That does track. But,
Okay.
We could even take a short rest on these benches, maybe.
Now, you may know that there could be consequences related to this, as Edmund has now seen.
yes. Or now Edmund doesn't see. I hate you guys so much.
So, you sit on the benches?
I
I sit on the bench.
I'll sit
I
on the
will
bench.
sit on the bench.
I'll sit next to Regal
Sit.
because we're so friendly.
I'll sit on a
Yeah.
bench by myself.
All right. I would like...
I also start trying to cast Identify on, I don't know, the Silver Rabbit, just because it's a divination spell to see if it goes faster.
Sure. However, you won't be able to join the meditation till that's over.
Oh.
So, it's up to you.
Nah, that's okay.
Are you all going to sit and meditate, or are you going to some of you are going to be just sitting there and watching?
I'll say, Luke, keep watch.
Luke's
Bring us
about
out
to
of the
sit.
trance.
Luke was about to sit down, and he stops and he's like, "Okay." He stands back up.
But okay,
Alright.
Luke, would you like to partake?
I mean,
Yeah, if
I kind of would like to rest for just a moment. I don't
You know,
necessarily need to
it's fine.
meditate.
Luke, weren't you
Julius.
just sitting on... Hey, shut up. Luke, weren't you just sitting on the bench this
I
whole time?
interrupt. I'm like, you apologize immediately.
he kept getting the call of the void. He kept
He
standing at
wasn't
the
sitting,
edge.
no.
Okay.
Kept standing
So
at the
can he
edge.
sit?
No, you know what, Luke, you can sit. I will observe as
Okay.
best I can with my one eyeball now.
All right. So Luke and Edmund are going to be relaxing, but not partaking
Luke
in the
can, Luke can sit
meditation.
at the. Luke can partake. If
I
you
say,
Rogal,
Julius,
what about you? You meditating?
Julius, keep an eye out.
Yeah, I meditate.
Julius, you
Uh,
meditating?
Yeah, this is wizard stuff, Elias. Come on.
Yeah,
Elias, are you meditating?
yes.
All right, the three of you, give me a wisdom saving throw. Oh, I'm sorry. It's actually not a saving throw. Wow, it is a insight check.
Do we get the? Oh, it's not a saving throw. So
It's not a saving throw. It is an insight check.
there's insight.
Rolled an 8.
15.
15,
21.
And 21 for Elias.
21, and Rogal.
I rolled an 8.
It's a shame this is not a saving throw here. Oh boy. Okay, so everyone here, you gain some information.
Okay.
Give me D20, all three of you.
I rolled a 5.
14.
4.
5, 14, and 4. So let's see, Rogal.
Huh?
You can see. Yeah, you know what? Let's do this. You see in a very high tower. In fact, it's a massively high tower, maybe the highest tower in the entire, other than the central spire, the highest tower in the city. And you can see your friend Avarice, along with a whole slew of cultists of the Black Sword, setting up some sort of a base of operations in this very high tower. It is on the bottom side of the map. I'll show you. Yep, right there. All right. That tower.
This is all in like my meditative trance.
Yep, exactly. You can't hear anything or gain any other insight other than the location of them. Rogal's turn. That's go to Julius. Julius, you look back and you see the stadium where you played Chain Lightning in. And it's filled with wizards chanting as the competitive sport is being played. This doesn't look like a vision of the future, but a vision of the past when this city was glorious and at its peak. And Elias. What'd you get, Elias?
14. 14.
You can see wizards creating constructs that you know as Magian. Some are guards, workers, valets. These constructs were created using a powerful spell. Again, perhaps a vision of the past. Rogal, after you're done meditating, you hear something from deep down in the well starting to move. Nobody else hears this, but you do.
Okay.
You think you might even hear some sort of language, perhaps? You don't recognize it? To you, it might even sound like gibberish.
I'm confused.
Okay. If only you remembered Lathander.
If only.
What do you do?
I I do my best to sort of decipher what it's saying.
Yeah,
but
there's no deciphering it.
Can I approach it somehow?
You go look into the well?
Well, I mean, as best I can without like falling in.
No, of
Ideally.
course. You're not gonna
Because-
fall. You're not gonna fall in if you don't want to.
Yeah.
So you peer over the edge of the well, and you hear the sound getting louder. It's still dark, pure darkness. You kind of stare into that void. You squint your eyes and you look down, and then you can see a figure. It's hard to tell what it is from now, but you think you see a face. And then, as if a light source penetrated through the well, you can see clear a creature rising. The creature
Back up.
is a 5-headed aberration. It's gibbering, all of its 5 mouths gibbering. This congealed ball of flesh rises up, and now the volume is loud enough for everyone to hear it. Rogal backs away, and this creature rises from the pit. It's this massive ball of, like I said, just flesh, and the mouths are screaming. Roll initiative.
Oh my god. Oof.
What did you think about Rogal? It's like Ghostbusters. Who thought of the Marshmallow Man?
I just rolled. I got a 7, so we lose.
Thank you. It was your turn. Yeah. All right. So let's go to the creature first. So the creature rises up, and you can see as it rotates, it floats in the air. It's rotating. All these twisted and horrified faces kind of mesh together. They look at you all, and it attacks. It's going to go after Rogal first, but it's going to. So who was sitting on the benches? The three of you.
Luke was as well, right?
Luke was as well. Okay, just place yourselves in a circle on the map. Which bench you'd be sitting at?
Well, I said I was next to Rogal.
So then, right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's not a bench, Edmund. I'm gonna put you at the
I
bench.
wasn't
here.
sitting at the bench. I was watching everybody
Oh,
else
right,
at the benches.
right. Okay, so
in case
Edmund,
something
we'll just say
happened.
you're like 30 feet away from this then.
Yeah,
Fair?
I'm about 15, 20 feet away.
Okay, great. All right, so the thing rises up and it's going to attack Rogal twice, and it's going to attack each one else. With each head is going to attack one of you.
Oh my.
All right, so Rogal, let me change over the music here.
Is there a token for this?
No,
Okay.
no token for this, and unfortunately, no art, which is really a shame.
It's in the
But-
monster
Anyone would like to
manual.
draw some art? That would be cool.
Yeah, I'll draw a stick figure after this.
Leave
That'll
a
be great.
leave a comment to your deviant art link of this creature.
What is it, like a creature with multiple heads?
It's a ball of heads that look like they've been like melded together, and their twisted and horrified faces scream gibberish. So,
Oh, so it's
Rogal,
not like 5
So it's got-
necks. It's not like a messed up Tiamat.
So it's like
right? No, it's
like a mouthy gibberer.
Yeah, amalgamation.
we'll see. Rogal, you're
mouthy
hit with a
gibberer.
24, and you take 15 piercing damage.
What hits him though? Like a bolt of energy or
A
something?
bite,
Oh, nasty.
a bite, and then for, sorry, 1, 2, 3. So that would be Elias. You don't
Piercing
get
damage?
hit. Julius, you're going to get hit.
Damn, I'm down to 35 hit points, guys.
Hold on.
What's your AC right now?
16.
Okay, you're going to get hit.
Yep.
15 piercing damage.
All right.
And then Luke is not going to get hit with a 10. Yeah. All right. We go to the group. What you gonna do?
Is
don't
this
everyone
is this
jump at
thing?
once.
I just want to know. Is it like popping out of the hole right now?
Yeah, it just came up
it's like-
and then attacked you. Yep.
And it like snapped in 4 different directions.
Yep.
And is
Okay.
It
within
looks like it could
engagement
reach
range?
anyone that's sitting on a bench. It's big enough that it could reach anybody sitting on a bench.
Could I attack it from where I am?
Absolutely.
Within melee range?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
Why don't we
And-
just disengage if it can't? How do
well,
we know it can get out?
I don't need to disengage if I attack.
Oh, okay, got it.
Also, does this thing look like it has like form? You said it was like it looked like light when he
I'd
was
imagine.
coming up.
I'd imagine it looks almost like a. It's like a ball of flesh, and there's distinct heads meshed into it. So there's like 5 different heads in a very large ball. It might be like a. It's not perfectly sphere.
Okay.
It's like
but
a.
we don't see any legs. Is
No.
it floating?
It is floating.
Oh, it's floating. Great. Okay. So I will have Muffin like fly around it, distract it, and then
Mhm.
flutter away.
Okay.
Uh,
Can you put Muffin on the board?
I can.
Okay. So Muffin distracts it, and what do you do?
I'm gonna attack it twice.
Go for it.
Oh, I'm gonna bone it. Am I? No, I'm just
Are
gonna
you?
attack it twice.
By the
So
way, Muffin
first,
is huge.
I know I gotta fix it. First with Faisal with advantage with the muffin thing, the muffin
Sure.
man with booming blade. Uh, 20.
20 will hit.
8 piercing. And come on. 1 thunder.
8 piercing and 1 thunder. Got it.
And then 8 if it moves. And then I will move maybe 20 feet back behind the bench.
Sure. Group? Rogal or Ed, Elias? You're still within range. Maybe you want to go.
Do I have to disengage? Am I in engagement range?
You would have to. Yeah, you're engaged with it. Yep.
I'm just going to disengage and come back to where Edmund is.
Sure.
I want to do the same.
Go for it. Luke will
I don't think
also
it can
follow
move.
along and do the same
I don't
thing.
think it can move from out that hole.
The creature, gibbering louder and louder, it slowly descends back into the hole. Oh, actually, Muffin is still there, isn't it?
Well, apparently Muffin can't, like, I was watching a lot of YouTube videos. If it can't do
Oh.
this, then let me know.
Interesting.
It can use 60 feet. Since it has 60 feet of movement, it can fly, distract, and then fly away.
Ah, yes, but did you say that?
I did.
He did say that, yeah.
Then
I heard it.
I am wrong. Then you're fine. Now, Elias, you're not just saying this because he's your friend and ally.
I'm pretty sure this is the only time that I've said this in 51 episodes.
It is.
Okay,
That's why
good.
I noted it, because I was like, what? Can it do that? That
Good
doesn't
thing.
sound
Yeah,
right.
by the way, Muffin is technically an owl. We're using the owl stat block for it.
Yeah.
Owls have flyby attack.
Flyby.
All right, good. So the creature descends back into the dark well, and the combat is over.
God, what
Alright.
was that mouthy gibberer?
It takes 8 thunder damage, by the way, as it moves into the hole.
You hear it just like, God
Ah.
damn it!
Ow.
It had no language up until then. It just is Jesus.
Jesus. Oddly enough, that's enough to kill it, so it dies.
Yeah, we did it.
Nope. But if you'd like
Nice.
to glean more insights from the benches, you're more than welcome to see the monster again.
We're good.
we should take note of that. If we encounter, say, like a large force of people that are trying to kill us, we can all retreat here, sit on the bench, and then they'll have to deal with that thing.
All right,
Good
so
defensive position here.
yeah. Hey, spring the trap on your enemies. Where to now?
But yes,
Let's go to this observatory.
We're gonna travel. Do you want to travel like through? We're gonna travel through this.
Let's go through this. Let's go like, how do you draw?
Like that.
Yeah,
right.
sounds
I was
good.
just about to draw that, but you did it perfectly.
There you go.
We
We're
can
gonna head
inspect
that way.
this. We can inspect this pit on the way through, which looks interesting.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
see if this building. It's like the Lincoln Memorial. There's like the reflecting pool,
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
All right, move your tokens.
the big tower.
So we're gonna be like here and inspecting stuff.
I want to cast a level 2 cure wounds on myself.
Okay, go
you
for it.
use your lay on hands points and save your spell slots for smites.
I have 9 spell slots.
So you have 9 smites.
So you have 45 lay on hands points.
Cure wounds.
Go for it.
All right, so 15.
Mm-hmm. Okay. As you're walking through the many buildings here, this little neighborhood of the city, you get the feeling that you're being watched. And you look down one of the alleyways. I'm going to say everyone kind of feels this presence here. And you see, especially, I'd say, Elias, you have a really high passive perception, right? You might be able to point this out to the group, but you see a floating skull kind of in one of the alleyways. and it just seems to be staring at you, looking at you.
I just tell people there's a floating skull, like a servo skull, floating around looking at us.
Servo skull?
Like
a,
from
a
40K.
skull that's been augmented to allow it to hover and observe.
Yes, we've encountered several of those before. We came through here.
This
I
looks
say
a
we
little
just-
different, though. This doesn't look like one of the flame skulls. The flame skulls had green fire surrounding them. They had red eyes, and they were very aggressive. This one seems to be holding back, and it looks just like a floating human skull.
I'm going to address it. Floating human skull. Hello. Can you speak?
When you speak to it and address it, it kind of backs away, partially obscuring itself behind a wall.
We're
And it
friends
just
here,
continues
Scully.
to watch.
I pull out Scant.
Oh, my word. You must stop doing this back and forth thing.
Wait, hold on. I cast Tensor's floating disc.
I put him back in the bag, and then I pull him out again.
No, I cast Tensor's floating disc and I put him
Sure.
on a disc.
Ah, finally, a more civilized way to travel. Now, what did you need of me?
Oh, what's that?
You direct Scant to the alleyway, and the skull disappears out of sight.
Did you see
Scant
it,
says,
Scan?
I don't see anything.
Can you... How about this building?
Oh, a marvelous building, this
Yeah,
one.
what's it say? Is there a sign on the building? Can you tell me what it says? There's banners hanging.
This is a large market hall that sits at one end of the plaza. Its 4 broken towers leaning inward. Faded pennants hang above the entrance, frozen stiff. A loud clatter resounds from within the hall.
I'll go and look
looks
at
to
the.
be
I'll
a
walk.
looks to be a bazaar, says Scant.
Yes, I know, it's very strange.
It
but
is
what
a
do you think
bizarre
it is?
building, yeah.
Yes, it is
No,
very, very strange.
No, you misunderstand me. I said it is a bazaar. It is not bizarre.
Yes,
Well,
it
it's
is-
bizarre that you're an orb, but, like, what is this building?
Yes, what is...
I believe it is a bazaar.
Yes, a bizarre building, yes. But
We
what
are
is
very-
it? What was the purpose for it?
Perhaps we should discuss
Why
this
did-
together in a
Why
forum.
did we even take this guy out?
All he tells us is the same thing we already know.
What's
this
on
pool?
second?
What's the pool thing? Scan.
The pool thing. He's on third.
Oh, what's on second?
Yes.
It's a bazaar.
You're bizarre.
There is a like a reflecting pool here that is empty, and you can see all around the bazaar area are different sorts of shops.
I'm going to go and look at the bazaar front door.
Yeah, I'm gonna look.
Is there some noise coming from within? I telegram.
It's dark inside, but do you have a light source? It's probably
cast
dim
a
light
light.
though, because the rest of the area is pretty lit up.
Okay. I'll cast a
So-
light inside it somewhere on a pillar.
Yeah,
or
you
something.
actually you would be fine because it's going to be dim within there. But it's open. Like there's no doorway. You can see the arches.
Right.
When you peer into this area, you see a headless iron golem. It is rampaging around the building. It's smacking into workstations. Most of the wares are worthless because everything's been destroyed. And you can see when you peek your head in, the golem looks around but doesn't seem like it can locate you.
Oh, we found its head.
We found a head.
Where was
Golem
that?
head.
Where did
That
we
was
find
back
a
in-
head?
that was back in the
cave of
Oh,
hunger.
yeah.
I don't think it was this guy's head, but
All right, I'm going to withdraw. I don't want to get involved with a headless golem, especially.
Hey, let's go retrieve the head from the caves of hunger.
We should go do that.
Side quest.
huge.
Hey, Rogal, there's a headless golem that needs your help.
I tried to help him, and
Can-
none of you guys wanted to help me. So
I know,
you
but
guys
you-
can do it.
You can do it, man. You got
Yeah,
it.
talk to the headless thing. Lead it back all the way through the caves of hunger.
Give it a
Show it
point
the
of-
head.
lay on hands.
Lay on hand.
I already laid
Right.
on hand. I gave it a lay on hands.
I really want to see what's in this bazaar. So if you could take this headless golem back to the caves of hunger, that'd be great.
Yeah, can you get it?
You don't even know what a bazaar is.
You see all these shops around the reflecting pool and you can see there's a lot of rubble because the spire tube collapsed here.
I'm gonna. Are there other? Can I peer into some of the other buildings around here? Just
Sure.
see if there's anything.
Pick one.
I pick eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch it. This one.
Okay. You head into a hall of silk. Silken drapes hang from the walls of the storefront, their surfaces swirling with illusory images of dragon's fire and twinkling star fields. A group of emotionless Magian stand guard outside, looking like frozen statues.
I go in.
The Magian, as you enter, become lifelike and escort you in. They flank you and they walk alongside with you.
Okay, I'm gonna. Is there still like silk on the like out and accessible and like?
Yes, in fact, there's quite a bit of merchandise all over the place. Long silk drapes hang throughout the interior, and when you walk in, you see 5 more Magian. These ones look a little different than the one that you had seen before. I'm going to show you a picture of them right now. Let's see here.
It's a good thing you have this art already.
Oh, are they
ready,
going to?
Because if you didn't, we'd have to.
DJ.
return these. What? Bobby's looking for art. So, you know what that
Does not give you permission to harass.
I'm not harassing
Yeah.
anybody.
You're harassing them.
He's
not-
helping your cousin.
Oh, there it is. Cool.
So you see 5 of these Magian who are standing there with all different sorts of tailor's tools, sewing needles and such, and measuring tape. And you walk in, and they start to grab at you and prod you. They start to take measurements, and then above you, you see 4 phase spiders blinking in and out of existence, dropping down onto you. What do you do?
Oh, they're gonna make you a cool coat.
I'm like, I think they're gonna make me a cool coat. So I kind of like, but like, I've never had fancy clothes before like this, so I'm like a little tense. I'm like, oh my god, what are they doing? Ah! And I see
Can you make an eye patch?
They start to spin a very intricate silk cloth as the Magians start to get to work fixing you up what appears to be some sort of very high quality robe.
Oh, this is nice. This is very nice. I kind of feel the material. Like, okay.
In the center of the building, you see an illusory figure appear, and he introduces himself to you. He looks just like a human. He doesn't look like the Magian. He looks like a human who is a tailor. And he says, "My name is Mixil, the silksmith here. What can we make you
Yes.
today?"
We call them tailors where I'm from, but silksmith, that's cool. I need an eye patch. I kind of lost my eye, but
Yeah.
you just see the hole. Like, it's gross.
He says, Imagine any material your heart desires. We shall fashion it for you."
And yeah, it's like something cool, like
Describe what you'd like, and he will make it.
flames. And
Flames?
Yeah, but like yeah,
Flames.
coming out of my eye. And yeah, flames.
Okay.
Flames. Like,
So he
God,
fashions.
flames.
So he directs the silk spiders and the other Magian to create this image that you'd like. They use all the silks and fabrics. They fashion you an entirely new outfit. What kind of clothes do you wear now? Traveler's clothes, explorer. What is it?
I believe it's traveler's clothes.
So like whatever style of clothing you have right now, they create you a high-end fashion version of it. It looks
Ooh.
pristine. It's clean. It's brand new, and they give you a really badass eye patch that has illusory flames in the eye patch itself. So it looks like your eye is, kind of the fluttering of flames coming from the eye patch.
Nice. That's cool. Yeah, this is really nice. But, and I kind of pat myself down. I left my gold pouch at home. Can I possibly pay you for this later? I don't even know if I need to pay you for it. What is the cost of this fine clothes?
Cost? I'm unsure what you mean. The wizards of Ythryn, they do not pay for this service.
Oh, great. Then I, as a wizard of Ythryn, will also not pay for this service.
Rude.
Thank you very much for your service, and these clothes are wonderful. I bow deeply. I gather the clothes and I start to walk out of the building.
They allow you to go freely.
Okay. And then I put on my cool new clothes.
Everyone, Edmund
I
walks
walk out.
out a brand new man.
Edmund, where'd you get those clothes?
At the silksmith. Apparently
How'd
they
you-
call tailors
Did you
silksmiths
steal
here.
them? I say accusationally.
No, they just give them away here. They have
Oh, sure they do. Sure.
Okay,
they
that-
do.
everybody is dead.
the government
There's
owns,
nobody to steal anything from. Everybody's dead.
the government owns the work of the labor force.
I say, if I was to go in there, would I be able to get a?
They have
A
seized
cloth?
the means of production here.
I'm gonna check out another building. I'm looking for the weapon shop.
So you think the city of mages is gonna have a weapon shop?
Yeah, they're gonna enchant Faisal.
Okay. So you're looking maybe on the other side of the street here. You're looking
Yep.
at these stalls as opposed to the ones he was at.
Yeah.
And you see out in the distance, there's the dome, right? The big huge glass dome that looks cracked. You can see the smaller dome next to it. And you see this tower here, a telescope protruding from the right-hand side of it.
I turned back. Found it.
On what?
The telescope.
Oh,
Place.
yes, I did tell you about the telescope, didn't I?
Yeah.
Hey,
It's nice to have friends that trust you with information.
yes. It's nice to trust your friends with information.
Mm.
And Professor Orbs. But we're shopping right now. I mean, this is fun.
Yeah, the stores, by the way, just Julius, most of the stores are damaged. There would be nothing of value at these ones.
No, there's no like illusory Magian just shop master.
So
Nope.
it's just the one store.
Yeah.
Well,
If you
I
guys
mean, you
wanna
know,
go
if
get
if I
clothes.
were Soren, I would walk in there immediately.
Soren is one of Stefano's other characters. He was a tailor.
Was he?
Oh,
He was a,
He's a weaver.
weaver scout.
Yeah. Bunch of wussies.
Elias is going to go in there. He's never felt his garments accurately portray his high standing and worth.
So you want to get a nice suit as well?
Like a big.
If anybody
cloak
would
of
like to get-
Lathander.
Yeah, if anybody would like to get clothes made, you can do the same thing. So you can just describe your new outfit, and you have your new.
I think
your new
incredibly ornate blue outfit with kind of the rising sun coming from the top of my cloak.
What do you
and
say? It
emits
looks like
sparkles of
your
radiant
t-shirt?
light magically. Yeah, a little bit like this.
Like what? Show us.
It's- It says your name on it too, just like that.
Yeah, it does, but in the cursive script.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. And
I'm really pleased with this. I come out and I'm
nice. There are only two places you can get that: the Silksmith here in Ythryn, and the Tabletop Bob merch store. Links in the description down below. Now,
I
continuing on.
raise an eyebrow and I say, I didn't think a cleric of the god of the sun would be so vain
well,
and so concerned about his clothes.
the magnificence may lead lessers to salvation. They may gaze upon my
Ooh.
magnificence
I
and
say
feel
that in
so
character.
inspired that it drives them to learn more, and they can become
Okay.
become greater.
Did you just refer to people as lessers?
The ones that are not followers. Yes.
Yes, exactly. The ones who are not followers of Lathander.
Luke says, Luke says, not everyone has witnessed Lathander like most of us, right?
Right,
Right.
Rogal?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Who's-
the way we
Ro-
all witnessed
Ro-
Rogal.
So
Wait,
Rogal,
what?
would you
What do you
call
mean
these
by witness?
Rogal? Would you call these people lesser?
I mean, yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Anyone who hasn't seen Lathander himself is a lesser.
So those
Wait,
hat-
who met Lathander?
No.
Wait,
Luke says that. Sorry, Elias said that anyone who is not a follower of Lathander is a lesser.
lesser.
I did not say that directly.
lesser
I said that
human being.
lessers may be inspired by this to find out more about Lathander.
So now you're vain and think you're above other people.
But then Luke said not everyone has seen Lathander
No.
like many of you.
And not everyone has had the privileges.
Wait, who's
that we
seen
have had.
Lathander?
many of us.
Many of us.
All of
I looked
you.
at Edmund like, you've seen Lathander?
Yes.
My
back
horny
in the-
tail.
I've
Lathander.
I've seen Lathander. I don't.
Back in the
Well.
black cabin.
Oh, I elbow Elias and I say, he's a lesser.
Luke says I wasn't there, but you guys have all talked about it.
Yes.
Talked about what?
I just smile beneficently.
In fact, every time you want to do something that's really hard, you all talk about it.
Talking about what?
I don't know, but you say I want to use my blessing of Lathander every time you come to something
Oh,
very
yeah.
difficult.
Did you say that in character?
That's what Luke says. He says you talk about this guy Lathander all the time.
Oh my
Lathander,
God.
bless me, give me this, give me that.
Hey, hold on a second,
we
guys.
have-
I want to go check out this headless rampaging golem. I want to peer into the room and make a perception check to see if there's any items of value.
It's all destroyed. This thing has
Yeah.
destroyed everything in here.
All of it's destroyed.
Yeah, that you can see. Yeah.
What if I get a crit? Will you put an item of value in there?
Sure, go for it.
Can you put a mechanical eye in there?
Edmund, though, he told you he saw the telescope.
Yes.
Let us go to the telescope.
We should head towards the telescope.
16.
That would be a
16.
It's all trash, guys.
It's all trash.
I start walking.
It's all trash.
Start walking towards the telescope.
All right, so I think we're probably going to end the stream here, but I will, before we do anything, I'm going to read you a description. So you walk up this ledge here, and you head towards the three structures. There's this tower, there's this big dome, and the smaller dome. The one with the telescope hanging out of it is a tower that is held relatively upright by a ring of arch buttresses. Expressionless human figures stand in silence around it. The roof has a large, ragged hole in it where something large has smashed through. You also see a telescope prodding out of it. And it's at this point that you hear footsteps coming from behind you. You look back, and you can see 6 individuals.
I
Cloaked.
attack them.
They are wearing the symbol of the Black Swords, ones that you found back from Care
fantastic.
Dinaval.
Those guys.
Good, our friends, the Black Swords. We can talk to them and tell them that there's no need for them to be here. And they can be on their way.
When they approach, they remove their hoods, and they look to you. One of them you remember. He was a young, maybe 17, 18-year-old old kid who was part of the cult in the fortress. And he says, Edmund, Julius, Elias, Rogal,
Whoa.
Avarice would like to discuss some terms.
There is no need.
We accept her surrender.
Surrender to me? I accept.
We will come immediately. We will just look in this tower first.
Yes, we have just.
We've
We have
travelled all
business
this
within
way.
this tower.
Would you like to come with us?
If
We would not. We have a message to relay, and then we'll leave you be.
No, what's the
Very well.
message? Out with it.
the message is that you need to tune in next week to Tabletop Bob
This is
to
a
find
weird
out
message.
what happens.
I don't understand it. Who's Tabletop Bob?
Well, Joey, some things are just beyond Rogal's comprehension. You're going to need to tune in next week, everybody, to see episode 52.
Julius's last episode.
That's the name of the episode. Tune in.
If we
I
meet
feel like that's a
Atlas.
spoiler.
Well,
Tune in.
who knows? We haven't recorded it ahead of time.
We have not. We have not. We don't know. So tune in next week at 8:30. We'll be live streaming our episode 52 of Rime of the Frostmaiden. Heading towards the home stretch here, everybody. And then don't forget, there's Wednesday this week. New change of the date of Keep on the Borderlands. We're going to be playing on Wednesday, tomorrow night at 8:30. And then there is the Ravenloft special finale, which I linked in the chat. I'll put down below in the description. You should check that out. I know it's not Halloween anymore, but it was such a great episode and real fantastic end to a great season 1.
I was very impressed that because I know at least 2 people I've done Ravenloft with before were in that, and they were fully capable of doing it like in character as if they've never done it before, which was great.
Nice.
Yep. And I did put a little spin on it, so it is slightly different than your experience if you played the original module or Curse of Strahd, but I think it does stay true to the Ravenloft core material, and I think anybody that's a fan of Strahd and Ravenloft, you'll love it.
I was fully expecting Steph to be like, "Oh, Irina again."
Yeah. Well, you'll have to find out what happened to Irina. But anyway, thank you for watching, everybody, and we will see you next time here on Tuesday. And we'll see you on the tabletop. Good night, everyone.
Bye.